itself in place.
Okay.
We'll have multiple fill intakes in the back there, so it's not like your domestic where you've just got maybe one or two hot and cold. Machines of these size tend to have 3 or 4 water intakes as well, so it can fill up faster, because you imagine it's quite a bit larger, it's going to take some more water overall.
Is it boiler fed?
I'm not 100% sure for these ones actually. It's a pressurised system, I'm not 100% sure. I don't get joy of setting it up and putting it in place. So our commercial machines go up to around 35 kilos for a washing machine. You imagine that's around just over double what we've got on here for, I believe this is 14 kilo. We've got, is it like a time lapse or? Standard. Okay, no problem.
You got time for full cycle?
Yeah, there's no problem at all.
First thing in the morning and you have to stand there.
No, that's okay. That's no problem.
So you've been having some F1 things going in as well.
So,
Formula 1. You heard about it? They test some.
I think I may have done. I didn't get to be a part of that. No, but I think I know what you're on about. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, we deal with all different kinds of companies, from the hotels, vet practices, care homes. It's quite surprising actually just how Miele is everywhere. You don't even realise it in some places. You may not know, but every single McDonald's that you go to will have one of our washing machines in there. And they come with oil traps as well. You know, McDonald's will advertise as repurposing the oil. Our washing machines are a part of that process. So as it's being fed through, it filters out the oil as well, and then allows them to collect that and take it.
So this one can do the same?
It's a special purpose built machine. It's more like one of these ones here that we have for them.
I didn't know. So oil for the lorries, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they end up using it for. We're a part of that journey. Plenty of vet practices as well, so all over the country, the 60% of vet practices are made up of 6 big companies. They call them the Big 6, and they all have direct work with us. So not only also then do we work with that other 40%, but we have a lot of direct contracted work with those larger 6 companies. So, you know, just they're everywhere. I didn't realise it so much. I came from the domestic team. I used to work in the showroom.
In here?
Yeah, yeah. I've actually just hit, today is my 5 years with Miele.
Really? Give you a free wash machine or something?
Oh, no, I wish. I just bought a dishwasher actually for home, but no, there was a thank you sent through to you. It was very nice. I think something in the form of a voucher, so I'd use that to treat myself to something. But yeah, 5 years it's flown by. I've gone through our customer support team, our showroom team. I've worked in the outlet as well, and now I sit within the commercial team. And dealing with general inquiries that we get, working with our sales partners, customers in the showroom as well.
So what's the next step then? For you? You really now level 5 maybe?
Yeah, hopefully. I take it as it comes. Yeah, I'm very happy right now. It's a really nice place to work actually. I'm sure you may hear that from other people that you speak with, but it definitely is. It's a family-run company.
That's good.
Yeah.
And if you take it's not many people.
Since 1899. it's a good place to work.
Close to work.
Not too far away, no. So yeah, it's on a good day, I'll probably be here in 15-20 minutes. It's not too bad. Yeah. I've got a little bit of travelling sometimes. I went up to near Nottingham just the other day. We had a company that we work with, care homes, that just brand new built care home. So I went over filling in for someone else to kind of show them how to use the machine. They were opening in X amount of weeks' time. So going there whilst it was still under construction. So yeah, nearby, but sometimes quite a bit of travelling can be done.
It's good. You don't stick it.
It varies
like
it up.
in the office all day. So
Mixes it up sometimes, definitely. We'll go to care shows as well. So we went to the NEC in Birmingham. So it wasn't particularly just laundry. There was one that I went to just towards the end of last year. It was the emergency services show, so it was focused at police force and firefighters as well. So that came into play for our laboratory equipment and laundry. So we went in kind of a two-pronged approach for what we had on the stand. But yeah, that was really good to see. I mean, it wasn't just laundry companies or the kind of cleaning companies. You also then had the protective gear companies all there on their stands. You get to see all different kinds of people.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. But that's the type of stuff that we'll go to from time to time. Another thing you can do on these machines as well, you might be aware on the domestics, they can connect to the Miele at Home app. So we have something very similar for the commercial equipment. It's called Miele Move. It's something that you can do with that. It's quite cool. It can track every single part of this process. So be it the water consumed at any given time, the temperature, every single point of the program. So from minute 1 to minute 39, you can see exactly how much water has been in the machine, what temperature it's at. You can see the temperature drop as the new water comes in. So it's really good for places like care homes, and it works for lab equipment as well. Places that are quite meticulous in their infection prevention and control. They need to report if there's an outbreak in a care home, for example. We'll be able to say it's not our machines, we've hit the required temperature for killing any form of infection or virus for X amount of time. And that can all be recorded and accessed on a laptop or a tablet. So very similar to how you can have an overview on the domestic apps, we've got that for the commercial as well.
Good. So it's connected to the Miele service, and you get a like centralized overview.
Yeah, so it's whether or not the customer wants to share the information with us, that's up to them. But if they do, it also means that if anything goes wrong with their machines, we can be notified. So instead of them having to call us, we can call them.
You already know.
We already know. So it's really good. And we have a lot of companies we do service work with, so we train and work, but they do it for us, helps us with coverage over the country. And they can be allowed onto that system as well to notify if they sell a machine to someone. If they'd like to, they can make it so that company who we approve of can see that information as well. So not only it's just with Miele, it's with the company, I don't know, who perhaps does a service work for them as well as sells it to them, and we probably send out to do the service work as well anyway. So it's all about coverage and kind of quick response times. But also just a good general overview, and you can use it to weigh up cost of electricity and water consumption. You can kind of prove how much your machine is saving you, especially if you're comparing perhaps a heat pump to a vented, because we do have vented tumble dryers in the commercial range, which isn't something we do in domestic anymore.
Okay.
Domestics now only heat pump tumble dryers. We still do the vented because they are faster, although they do consume a lot more electricity, which is why a lot of companies have moved on from them for the domestic side of things. But in a commercial setting, sometimes we need to kind of prioritise the speed, getting it out quicker, and we can take that cost of higher electric consumption.
What's the breakdown rate of these these commercial ones? They
So-
don't break much, or?
They're designed to withstand, you know, anywhere from 3 to 8 cycles within a working day. We can go off of the average. In domestic, we say 20 years use is what they're designed and tested for. On average, we'd say maybe 10 years for these, but within those 10 years, that can be up to 8 cycles a day, 7 days a week, every day of the year. The washing machines are tested to 30,000 cycles. That could be closing and opening the door 100,000 times. The same goes for the detergent flat there as well. Tumble dryers are up to 40,000 cycles. So they go through very rigorous testing to ensure they'll be able to withstand such heavy workload. And then not only that, they're compliant with water regulations for businesses as well. So if it is in a care home, they'll have to comply with water regulation for fluid. Water regulation for fluid category 5. So if they're going and washing any soiled laundry, anything that's been with any kind of infectious material, they'll have to ensure that the machine they're purchasing has a form of prevention of that backflowing into their water supply.
Okay.
So these machines come fitted with a type A/B air gap as part of the supply to prevent anything going back into the mains.
So it's some kind of filter which catches everything and then you replace it every...
It's a literal air gap within. I don't know exactly how it will work, but it's a complete separation at all times unless it's being supplied through. It's a break in that entirely. And I'm sure there are similar aspects to that on the domestic machines, but the domestic machines only go up to, it's a fluid category 3, which is general waste that you get in a household. But things that you're going to see in a hospital, care home, or even a lab environment, they have to be protected up to fluid category 5. And then we have a separate body who will come in and authorise that. Currently for the washing machines, it's a company called Kiwa. It's a lot more commonly recognised by a company called RAS that do it, but there's a few different bodies that can authorise the machines. And that goes for dishwashers as well, actually, and the lab washers that we do.
Arsenal has a PWM912.
Oh, brilliant. I think that should be. Yeah. Oh, these ones are 507s. They're very similar. 307s just have the same programs on them as the domestic machines do, but they're tested to 30,000 cycles. They're very similar and familiar with the domestic range, other than the fact that they are a lot more durable. And again, compliant with those water regulations that even places like the school would need to keep an eye out for, be conscious of. Standard, they're designed for basic operation, dial and control, but these can also connect onto token calling systems and even contactless payment systems. So what we see a lot of is student laundry. So later down the line, universities, places like that, anywhere with shared accommodation, houses of multiple occupancy. Typically, it's little giants that will go in place there, and that can either be, like I said, a token system, they can take cash, or a lot more commonly nowadays will be with a card payment system.
You already got the system for the customers to buy. Pre-installed payment system?
It's not pre-installed, it needs to be done once it's delivered. So there's some connection boxes that we have that allows it to communicate to external equipment. Miele makes their own token and coin payment systems. We don't have contactless payment systems, but a lot of companies that we work with who sell our products will have their own, which they can then fit onto our machines. An extension of Miele, I say we don't offer it, but in a way we do. There's a system called AppWash, and that is done, it's powered by Miele, so it is kind of a separate company. That's something that we work with, where it's another form, it is contactless payment. You can organise your programs, your uses of the machine through an app, which gives you the overview, allows say students to be able to look on there, see what machines are free, and book a slot for the machine as well as then pay for it. And that's something that Miele offer. There's two different versions of it. There's one where you buy the machine, you cover the cost of repair or servicing, everything like that, but you take the full cut of what it is, the money you get per program. Or there is a version where you don't own the machine, Miele own the machine, you do get them free of charge. We cover the servicing, the cost of repair, anything that could happen with the machine, but then Miele then take the money made on the cycle. So it completely covers the laundry area for you, but then Miele are taking money per program. So there's two kind of different options there depending on what situation you're in. If you don't, if the laundry is an afterthought for you and you don't want to be putting all your focus into it, we can take care of it.
Just come in. Okay, that's good. You supply the machines for these washing rooms popping out on services around the walkways. There's some
as in like.
The drivers can use on the services.
You saw kind of service.
You got a big one and then two small ones.
I know what you mean. I have seen some of those.
Yeah.
That they absolutely can do with our machines. I don't know.
So you don't. It's probably a different company.
It might be a different company who have a design set up specifically for that. You could do it with our machines. I have spoken to people with requests for truck stops and places like that. So it's definitely available through us. We don't have a design specific purpose built for that, but it can be done. But I have seen it around about, yeah. Another thing that we do as well, we do have a marine and offshore range. So we're on quite a lot of ships and yachts, things like that. So they're Lloyd's Register approved, which is a globally recognised company that can authorise equipment that are purpose built to go onto these boats and ships, or even offshore oil rigs, for example.
So how different is the wash machine on the ship then?
They're fairly similar. The main difference tends to come down to the electrics and the fact that they have been authorised from Lloyd's Register. But when you're on a ship, the voltage is always different compared to what we have here. The 50 to 60 hertz could be 50, could be 60. With us, we're just one kind of set rate. Unless if you look over in America, they'll have it differently as well. But we offer, it's quite a long list. It looks like all of the same product, but actually it's just all different variations of them. But yeah, we do quite a lot of work offshore as well.
You wonder if there's a different filter, because the water going back to this sea, it doesn't contain energy.
Yeah, no. I'm sure they probably have that done after our machine as part of the whole system. I could be wrong. I'm not as in touch with the kind of mechanical ins and outs of them. Yeah, I'm 100% sure. I'm sure that would be something they maybe have separately after the fact. It would feed then through to a filtration system.
If you could use the salt water anyway for the wash. So that's it, desalinate the water before it goes to the wash. So,
I think that would be done before it would reach our machines, I'm sure. Thing is, we don't get as hands-on, so a lot of our work will actually go through suppliers.
Okay.
So I can go over the kind of like base concept and designs or the measurements and details of the machines, but eventually what we do, if you came to me saying I want to buy a setup like this or a larger machine, we'll go brilliant, we've got a set supplier in your area that we can connect you with. And then they'll come out to you, they can do a site survey, make sure everything's in place for, say, if you wanted dosing or the connections or a row of step machines, they would take care of all of that. So they'd probably be a lot more technically minded than myself. get to get his hands on. Rinsing. It's another benefit you'd find in general, even though that's a 14 kilo machine, the program's a lot faster than that of the domestic, so it's taking even more, but it's getting it done even faster. It's quite a large benefit. They do come at a higher price point, as you would imagine.
How much is this one?
Let's have a look. So these, if I had started on this side, could be around £3,500, probably around a £3,000 mark, roughly, give or take. When you start getting into the 14 kilo machines, I'm just trying to run my mind for it. 9 kilo commercials around could be around £9,000 to £10,000 roughly.
Okay.
Purchase outright, but a lot of the companies we work with offer rental as well. So if you can't afford all of it up front, they have ways of stretching out the costs as well and making it more affordable.
Our school's got that for free.
Did they? Is it like a donation from?
Yeah, he wrote the email to Miele, and
Oh, yeah?
Miele donated to the school.
Oh, brilliant!
Because they old one broke down.
Yeah.
So,
How long ago was that?
3
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Before I moved over. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, so I was surprised. Very nice from Miele.
Yeah.
Nowadays I can fix them. I've got 2 in Slovakia.
Is that right?
Yeah, 2 machines.
Oh, very nice. We know more about some parts of it than I do. Would you ever want to come and work for Miele? Maybe.
You open apprenticeship programs or something?
Maybe. We're always hiring. There's always something on at Miele. So whether that be over in our stores, warehouse technicians, sales team, customer support. There's so many different options or different avenues you could go down, and I think once you're in, you're in. A lot of people look. I mean, I already told you my journey. I'm with customer support, showroom, commercial. There's so many different options. I could have branched off to go more down the technical route and start becoming a technician. There's so many different options here. It is really good. Do you have a lot of Miele in the home?
No.
No?
No Miele.
Not yet. I've got, what have I got? I've got a tumble dryer, domestic one. Just bought a dishwasher. That's a life changer. And some vacuums as well. It's always a vacuum at least. They're really good. I don't know if you've had the chance to use them.
No. I saw them in a shop. I'm not sure as well. They're quite interesting. So, yeah, but then we still got the Ruanta one. And it just going and going. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's indestructible, really. It's a filter as well, you know.
Yeah.
I think it was the last one before the EU come with
New regulations.
now we saw the voltage.
Yeah.
So I think I bought it at the time, so I know I only get this big ones. So I bought this one.
Yeah, you're limited now to, I think it's 890. Can't go any higher than that. Beforehand there was anywhere, I think it's like 1,200 to 2,000, something like that. Some of them. I've got an old one, I've got a cylinder, Miele, and that is really strong. But I actually use more, we've got the stick vacuum cleaner before, the dry flex. I swear by that, that is brilliant. I mean, I haven't got the largest of homes, but it's perfect for the space that I've got. It's just so convenient to pick it up and go. There's one with a spare battery I've got, so I just take it out off charge. If that one does go, and I'm going again. I've never had any downtime with it. They are really good. And then I do have, of course, the old powerful cylinder, but I tend to use that when cleaning the car or something like that, get it ready for the outside. Or a deep clean, I'll get the cylinder out. But they are really good. They just brought out a new one actually, which has they call it wet cleaning. It's not a wet vac, but it's got a different floor edge you can put on. Yeah. I haven't seen too much of that, but that's quite interesting. We've never done anything like that before, I don't think. It's completely brand new.
So like a steam cleaning?
No steam, it's just it's like a tank that holds the water with a cleaning solution, and then these microfiber pads that will rotate and it pulls that through.
Okay.
I've only tried it out just the other week once. I think it came out a month or so ago, I believe. It's just a brand new version of the stick back here that I've got. So maybe I'll get that. Who knows? It's hard to go elsewhere. I do have a different brand washing machine. I'm just kind of waiting. It's like I say in the back, I'm just waiting for it to go, and then I think it's a Bosch.
Okay.
It was there when we moved in, and that was like 2 to 3 years ago. But we don't use it too much, so it's not had much opportunity to not work. And naturally, I'll look after it because I know how to look after it. So it might not be going anywhere anytime soon. As soon as it does, I'll be here. No, I'm not too sure. It's probably just quite a basic one. I think it's an 8 kilo. I'm not too sure. But what I do know is when I do get a new one, I think I'll get one of the 8 kilos with power wash on the fence. Maybe I'll get twin DOS. I just don't know if I'll use it enough. If it's still W1, when I have to get one, I'll probably get W1. So at the moment, the only W2 we've got is the it replaced the Passion. What was it called? Yes. I mean, hey, I could get one of those, absolutely, but it might be a bit out of my price range.
Well, if you don't wash much.
Maybe once I hit 10 years of Miele, I can make something work. Who knows?
50% off.
Try my best. Yeah, that's on the agenda for me. I just got a integrated dishwasher. Are you mainly into laundry? Yeah?
We do have a dishwasher, but we don't use it much actually. We do more like hand wash quick after you use it really. So.
Yeah. I just find I'm not go so much. Just makes it easier.
Yeah.
For the last like 2 years we've done hand washing, which is all good and well, but once you get busy, the other day, you get caught up in it, I find. Just trying to keep on top of everything. Last week's been amazing anyway. I just put it in there, don't think about it, end of the day, put it on, done. It's great, it makes it so much easier. 6 minutes to go. Did you want to put it in the tumble dryer as well? Yeah? Just need to clear that out. I think we get a lot of people using these and you have to trust. Clear them out.
So this one will be speed tumble drying.
Absolutely, in comparison to a domestic heat pump. Got here, let's say we just did cottons, that's 49, minimum iron ones, delicates, we got toweling, that's a 51. Depending on the level you put it to, we've got covered dry, extra dry, and just standard covered dry. Can change that, brought that to 49. You can change the drying temperature. This one's maximum 74 degrees. You can change that all the way down to 20.
Okay.
Might take a bit longer, but depends if you've got any.
I just know, so as quick as
Yes.
possible.
I think it's an average, probably 30 to 40 minutes, depending on what you put in there. But It's quite a large area, not so many items, so it probably would be on the quicker side of that. This one's also a 14 kilo. Quite a large drum. Benefit of having all this here for me is every now and again I can bring certain things in. I've got a load of pillows I need to do.
Yeah.
Bring those in, put them in the larger machines, it's no problem. Make good use of that.
And dry sweep as well. That's good.
Get it done within the working day.
Save time.
Absolutely. Or you know, with the like duvets for example.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, some people will just try and put them into their 7 kilo domestic and think because they can ram it in there, that will do the job. But as we know, it needs the space to tumble around and be able to truly let everything get into it and get to work. Otherwise, it's just never even reaching the centre properly.
So they're even bigger than these ones.
Absolutely. So these are 14 kilos. We go up to 35 now as the largest that we do. Fortunately, I don't have any on site to show. Have you ever heard of a barrier washing machine? So we do those as well. So they've got doors on either side, and normally built in as part of a partitioning wall. You see them in, say, a hospital, for example. You have your contaminated side, and then your disinfected, your sterile side. So it's loading up on one, emptying on the other. It's normally part of this whole floor process. When neither side will meet, so the other team loading it up, and then the other team unloading it. Normally then you have something like this at the ready to start feeding larger items through the ironer. But that's another thing that we do also.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you need one for home?
Yeah, well, we do have smaller size rotary irons. You can see them up there. We've got a version of the Fashion Master as well, which is the ironing board. We do have a commercial version as well. Plenty of options. Something we have that they don't is the rotary iron that we do. They've got a B990, the domestic version, which is very similar, but we've got one of the steel as well, whereas theirs is just grinding. But then not only that, it's the commercial version, so it is also then more durable and lasting as well. It's got the extra function, and it's coming slightly higher price point, but you get what you pay for. all of the space in there, I can't imagine it will take too long.
No. We will adjust the time.
Yes, exactly. Another thing you may have noticed with the washing machine door, they're extremely easy to open and close. So you can't slam our doors, so people don't misuse them. If you do try and slam them and mistreat them, it doesn't like it, won't work with you. So you just close it carefully, it's done, it will lock itself when you start the program. You can just open it with your finger.
That's good.
They're nice and accessible. Try to make them as easy to use for just as many people as possible. If they're being used within a team that have people with varying backgrounds, we do have the option to change the language of just the pressing 2 buttons as well to make the machine even easier. So you see the symbol on the left hand side once it's started up there. Ready?
Did it in Chinese?
I think so. Into the programs, hopefully it will start to give the option. It's not, we've got the settings to on here.
Right.
Yeah, something to supervise. It's showing it on this one though, so if you do select it, you can see it on there. We've got the languages, they've probably changed the settings on this one.
We got everything. Yeah, that's it. I think there's some spelling difference.
Oh really?
Yeah, because Slovenčina and Slovenština, I think it should be different, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think because there is a Slovakia
Yeah.
and a Slovenia.
Right.
So I think Slovenčina is a Slovakian. No, Svenska is no, it's something different. So shouldn't be Slovenia say Slovenčina? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. I wouldn't know to correct you.
No, it's just very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. And if you change it again for the other one, yes, that's the Slovenian language. Yeah, okay. Canadian French.
So, really sorry guys, I've got another appointment for 10 o'clock over in the other building. I'm going to grab one of my colleagues and they're just going to be here with you for the remainder of that programme. Was there any other quick questions you had for me?
That's it, thank you very much.
That's no problem.
Very good.
Brilliant. Well, that's all. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
If you ever want to come down, just come down. We're here for it.
Thank you.
He's like, no problem at all.
It won't be long. It won't be long.
That's alright. These are the machines you want to bring your head. You like, excellent.
That's the best you can.
Do you have any boxes available? Do you? So I've got a washer dryer and a dishwasher and a fridge freezer. Right.
Once you work for Miele, you know.
They look after us and they encourage us. I live in a new build house that came with an oven, and I hate the oven. But when we moved in, I said like, I'll just live with it for 5 years, and then at that point, first of all, I kept it for some passions. But it's like, been 5 years yet, I still hate it. So I can't wait, I've got 1 more year to go, and then I can get it done. I'm so excited.
You already choose one here.
I'll choose one, yes. I'll go for the 7660. It's not quite the top of the range, but actually it's quite fun and I like the touchscreen on it. So
Okay.
it's
You cook a lot?
sometimes I hate the oven with now. So not so much, but I used to cook a lot. I'm not a baker, I like to cook. So yeah.
You got the cooking lessons
So
here.
I actually went from, bear in mind I've been here for about 5 years, I actually got to go on for the first time last week.
Okay.
So we have to wait until there's an availability and just work out a lot. So we had availability for last week, so once you see
You held my hand, I held the sun, far away from the season. You enjoy